Hey, good morning, Robert. This is a quick demo video for you for your Empress Regnant by Phoenix Props and SP Sabers. This came to me weathered. I just did the install for you, so they're both installed with Proffies. You have CC Sabers in here for your NeoPixel connectors, and then they're both installed identically, right? You can throw it out like that. Hit this button to fold it back in, but first of all, we'll go over each of these. Just want to untwist it right here at the pill section. When you pull these out, this is what your chassis look like. It says Empress Regnant over here in Sith text. Solo Sabers over here for me. They both have 24mm Smuggler's Outpost speakers, removable battery setups here. And then if you look from here, you have access to your SD card and your micro USB for your Proffies. You just pull those out with a pair of tweezers and use a straight data cable to get to these. That's how I did it. Although I did put all 5 fonts on here that you sent me from Kyberphonic. They're both programmed identically, so they're easy to match up when you have it in staff mode. All right. Throw a battery in here real quick and just show you. This one fires up. The only motion control I gave you on these was twist off. Since there's so much involved with putting this back together, I didn't do anything for turning it on. It's a 2-button setup. So your switch right here next to your handle or your speaker, that's your activation. And then your switch up here is your auxiliary. Okay, so now we've got a battery in this guy. We'll go ahead and we'll throw it in the saber. It does matter which side goes into which handle. It's very handle specific, because if you have them mixed up, the staff won't close correctly. All right, so we got that in there. We'll come over here and we'll take this one out. Put this down. It's a bit of an awkward saber to try to demo, but the same exact setup, right? So from your battery compartment to your speaker to your SD card and micro USB access, everything is the same there. This grub screw here and this one over here on both of these is your chassis retention. So that's what holds the chassis in. The button setup is the same. All right, so we'll throw a battery in this guy too.
You can't do it for me. It's just bad.
Oops.
Rey Skywalker.
So this one's on the same font. We'll go ahead and we'll throw this in the saber as well. Just twist it down. A copy of the config file that I used will be on each of the SD cards, although they are both identical. I just didn't want you having to guess which was which. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll fold this up and turn the slide off, and then turn each of these on. Your sound venting comes out of this pillbox section on each of these, right? And you can turn them both off that way. We'll go to the next sound font.
It's just bad. It's just bad these days.
And we'll throw, I'm going to throw 1 blade at a time in each of these, just so that you can see them fire up. In fact, I'm not going to be able to use my full-length blade. I've got one that's been sanded pretty heavily that will fit in here a lot easier, right? So we'll just put this in. See, that side lights up fine. And then we'll do this side over here. So everything's good to go there. Yeah, if you have brand new 1-inch blades, you're going to have to sand them quite a bit. I've sanded this one a little bit over time, and I'm still having a hard time putting it in. You don't want to force it. You're going to want to sand that piece of your blade to make sure that it just fits properly. All right, we'll go to another font. One over here too. All 5 of your sound fonts have soundtracks. In order to play those, it's a long press on the power button when they're off. And then another long press to turn them off.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me. I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
The return.
Ahsoka Tano, Bo-Katan sent me.
Sorcerer.
Ahsoka Tano, Bo-Katan sent me. Rey Skywalker, Rey Skywalker.
And I think we're back at the beginning. Just like that. Do it like this, obviously, right? A little hard to twirl at my desk, but it's easier to turn off with the twist. If you can see both those windows. Just like that. So we'll go ahead and I'll take the batteries out of this guy off camera. We'll go ahead and we'll do one. Very easy to do, right? We'll just unscrew this again. You should come over here from the positive side by the pommel area. You should be able to pop it out with your hand just like that. But that is basically your Rey staff. Let me know if you got any questions. I'll get this out in the mail today. All right, thanks.